Hi, this is Jay and welcome to Headways 360. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought the world to a standstill and changed our lives significantly. India has even crossed 2.5 million infections of COVID-19 cases and is currently the third worst hit country with the cases only rising every day. It is highly possible that we can get infected, hence it's always advisable to take some health cover to protect ourselves during this time. To help with this, government has come forward through IRDA, that is Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, which recently launched the Corona Kavach policy, which is an affordable health insurance cover that can help those who may be infected with the virus to cope with the financial repercussions of its medical care and cost. Before getting into the details of this plan, first let's understand how the Corona Kavach can be beneficial for the people who already have any health insurance cover or who do not have any. So first let's understand how it is going to help the people who do not have any health insurance cover. If you currently don't have any health insurance, then it is probably wise to either get any one of it or at least get the Corona Kavach. This will help you to stay financially secure during this uncertain time which we are living in today. While a health insurance is higher in premium, it comes with lots of benefits and covers for a long term. On the other side, the Corona Kavach, that is a short term policy, is only designed to cover hospitalization and treatment for COVID-19. This makes the health cover relatively cheaper. Secondly, when we talk about the people who have a health insurance cover, you first need to check whether you are adequately covered or not. If you feel that the current plan is too basic and limited, then you may choose to get a Corona Kavach specifically for the risk associated with the coronavirus so that you have enough coverage over and above your current health insurance plan. So what is Corona Kavach all about? This is an indemnity based plan wherein all the hospital expenses which you incur against the COVID-19 will be covered. We will discuss in detail on the coverage and exclusions during this video. Eligibility criteria is something which makes it different from Corona Rakshak. Although the age of entry is similar, as people with age between 18 to 65 years are only eligible to take up this policy. But the beauty about Corona Kavach is that unlike Corona Rakshak, which was an individual cover, here you can cover your family as well. Children can be covered from day 1 to 25 years and you can also cover your parents who are dependent on you. In this health cover, the minimum sum assured is 50,000 and maximum is 5 lakhs. This is the only limit for which we can take up the policy, as the policy is focused on COVID-19, which is one of the reasons to why this policy coverage is limited to 5 lakhs. As government also expect that a proper vaccine might be in place within few months, hence they have restricted the cover to limited time period as we have a benefit of 3 options to choose the tenure. What we have seen in our last video similar to Corona Rakshak, which is 3.5 months, 6.5 months and 9.5 months. Instead of 1 year which we see in the normal traditional cover what we have in the market. There is a waiting period of 15 days in Corona Kavach policy similar to Corona Rakshak. Buying a health insurance policy does not mean that insurer will start covering you from the very first day of buying the policy. Rather, you need to wait for few days before making specific claims. Waiting period in health insurance is a time span within which one cannot claim some or all benefits from the insurer. In simple words, within 15 days of buying the Corona Kavach policy, you will not be able to claim. Another condition of claim is that a person has to be diagnosed as positive from a government authorized laboratory and there should be minimum 24 hours of continuous hospitalization, which in contrast to Corona Rakshak, which demands 72 hours of continuous hospitalization. Now coming to the important aspect of what all are covered in Corona Kavach, we will talk in general but the coverage and exclusions might still vary from one insurer to another. Starting with hospitalization expense, everything from bed charges, nursing charges, blood tests, oxygen, ICU and doctor consultation fees gets covered. Talking about the pre and post hospitalization, Before hospitalization, there are medical expenses towards doctor consultations, checkups, and diagnosis. It provides coverage of such expenses 15 days prior to hospitalization. It also covers the cost of diagnostics towards COVID-19. It also helps get coverage for medical expenses incurred until 30 days after discharge from hospital. When it comes to home care treatment expense, if you are undergoing treatment of coronavirus at home, then Kavach will also cover medical expenses related to health monitoring, medicine costs up to around 14 days. Corona Kavach also covers the Ayush treatment, that is non-allopathic treatments, as it supports the healing power of Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha and homeopathic treatments as well. It also covers road ambulance, that is transfer from home to hospital or hospital to home in the ambulance. The payment may vary between different insurer who has this cover, but approximately rupees 2000 will be the amount in this regard. Talking about exclusions, hospitals for diagnostics which are not related or not incidental to the current diagnostics and treatment will not be covered. Expenses related to bed rest, custodial care at home, or nursing facility by both skilled and non skilled will also not be covered. Expenses incurred for buying medicine without prescription by doctor is also not covered. It does not cover expenses related to any unproven treatments, services, and supplies that lack significant medical documentation to support their effectiveness. However, treatment authorized by the government for the treatment of COVID-19 shall be covered. Medical expenses due to OPD treatments or daycare procedures will not be covered. Any expenses incurred in respect to inoculation, vaccinations, or other preventive treatment will also not be covered. At the same time, it does not cover medical expenses for treatment taken outside geographical limits of the country. Hospital daily cash is an optional cover which is provided by few insurance companies wherein the premium will vary. Here you can get allowances for your day-to-day financial needs when you are hospitalized. Here you may get 0.5% of your sum assured per day for 25 hours of hospitalization for the treatment of COVID-19 for the period of up to 15 days. Let's understand how it works. If you are hospitalized and undergoing treatment for coronavirus and you have taken a sum assured of 1 lakh, in that case, insurance companies will pay you 0.5% of your sum assured every day, up to a maximum 15 days during the hospitalization. This means with a sum assured of 1 lakh, you will get rupees 500 as hospital daily cash allowance for every 24 hours completion. Premium need to be paid one time, and unlike Corona Rakshak, which is an individual cover, here in Corona Kavach you will have a family floater option wherein you can cover your family as well, that is your spouse, children and dependent parents. Here in this chart you can see the approximate premium amount wherein we also need to add the GST of 18%. We also need to understand that depending on the age limit, family members included, the insurer may increase the premium and based on the pre-existing disease or comorbid condition, they might choose to apply a loading on the premium. Comorbidity means more than one disease or condition is present in the same person at the same time. This means if you already have any pre-existing disease and when you get infected by COVID-19, in case if the pre-existing disease aggravates, then it will be taken care and covered under Corona Kavach health cover. Although there is no medical checkup, but at the time of taking the policy, one need to disclose the health condition. Similar to other health insurance policies, premium paid here is eligible for tax exemption under Section 80D. Government has made provision in this policy to give 5% discount on the premium to health workers who are closely working to fight with this virus and help the infected. What makes it best suited cover for COVID-19? Let us recap, check the key features and limitations of Corona Kavach policy to understand the same. You only have to pay the premium for Corona Kavach at the time of purchase, unlike a regular annual premium. The waiting period for the Corona Kavach cover is 15 days only. That means you can claim only after 15 days of its purchase. If you are someone who doesn't have any health insurance policy right now, then it could be a more reasonable option to get a Corona Kavach given its affordability and short waiting period. The premium is very reasonable, and the best part is, unlike Corona Rakshak, here you can cover your family, including the children's and dependable parents. Looking at the limitations, the Corona Kavach cover is limited to COVID-19 and expires once you have made one claim, which makes the cover limited to shorter period, limiting it to maximum of 9.5 months. Since it's focused on the treatment and hospitalization cost of COVID-19 only, the sum insured is limited to a maximum of 5 lakhs. While the Corona Kavach is affordable, it only covers for coronavirus related treatments. Therefore, from a healthcare and financial perspective, it comes with a very limited benefit as compared to a standard health insurance scheme. If you are someone who already have a good health insurance plan for you and your family members, then the Corona Kavach would not make much sense for you, as your current health insurance too would cover the COVID-19. So I hope this video was useful and most of your queries are addressed when compared to Corona Rakshak. Still, if you have any query, please feel free to comment. Thanks for watching. Signing off as of now. Stay connected, stay blessed.